2 minutes, Deputy.
Thanks, Ceann Corla. I think the reality that the misnamed local property tax, more appropriately home tax, which was a further burden on people already struggling, should of course be abolished, and I support the motion on that basis. The reality is, of course, that it should never have been implemented in the first place, and it is an absolute insult to homeowners struggling with hefty mortgages or people who sacrificed all their lives to put a roof over their head to find that taxation is being foisted on their shoulders when an alternative marginal increase in taxation on high earners could have yielded a similar amount of money. It is also even more insulting when you consider that the sacrifices they're making to pay that tax is not going to be used to benefit local services. The dogs on the streets know that local services are under attack, but it's instead a bondholders' tax. And I think, we have listened to Minister Hogan and the government in many ways bragging that they have browbeaten people into registering for this tax. You may think that you've convinced people, but methinks you doth protest too much, because the reality is that this tax is hated. The fact that you had to introduce such draconian legislation to browbeat people into registering is proof not of your success, but in actual fact of your weakness. Now, we don't know how many Mickey Mouses and Donald Ducks have registered for this tax. Quite a few, I would think, and many more who registered and said, I'll pay cash, and won't when it comes to the time. Because you see, one way or another, people will resist this. You may succeed in squeezing it out of them in this way because of revenue, but they'll only end up not paying their mortgages, not being able to buy goods in the shop, and the legacy of what you've robbed from them will be a price that you will most definitely pay in the next elections.